can recall with your dog, one of the main things is most people just blow the whistle to get the dog to come back to them. Ultimately, what you want to do is to be continuously communicating through the whistle. Now that doesn't necessarily mean bring your dog back to you. That can be a change in direction. It can be reaching certain barrier points, such as a gate, a fence, a field. It can also be a boundary marker where you're stopping your dog before going over an accidental exit point, such as a collapsed dike or a hole in the fence or something like that. But there are many communications to the whistle, going left, going right. I'm still working on the stopper here. That seems to be one of the more difficult behaviours for me to master, simply because you can see how active the dogs are. But constant use of the whistle is something that I am always conscious about and always really trying to put into practice. It's important that not just that the dogs are close to me, but that I can control them and where they go and what pace they're at when they're at a distance, and that takes a lot of practice. You can see the dogs are quite busy there. They're very actively engaged with what's going on, but if I want to change the course of direction, get on. There you can see I just wanted him to change where he was going and go back this way. I'm also going to drive him round to the right. And that gets him heading back this way. Now that takes a lot of practice. Repetitions wise, probably thousands. Between 3,000 and 5,000 repetitions just to get that association going. I just want you to know what's in front of you when you commit to this type of training. When you commit to wanting to have your dog off leash in a lot of different environments, it's going to involve a lot of effort. Up, up! And that constant use of the whistle, it's your primary mean of communication. Up! Come in! Come in! I also use verbal markers just like this. I want them to cross now. Up, 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 up. Good boy. Attaboy, attaboy. And yes, I'm only working with Degas there. I'm letting Jack work away on his own. If he comes in his own time, that's fine. He's old, he's experienced. But your recall training, I always tell my clients, set aside the first 3 years of life. Mega important. If you get a dog about 2-3 years old and it's had little or no training, you're either going to have to start from scratch or you're going to have to really redefine how you go about your recall training. It is a lifelong behaviour, it's a lifelong investment while you're with your dog, and it's the most important thing that you can ever have. You will have highs and lows, good days, bad days. What people lack most is they want the result tomorrow. They lack patience, they lack consistency. All this mental training and the mindset that you have to approach your training to. They also get emotionally involved and they panic when the dog's a certain distance away. You have to train that. Attaboy, come in, up, 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 up. Come in, good lad, good lad. It's all worth it in the end. That dog there, his training will not be complete till he's 3-4 years old. He's now 20 months. So I need to allow for all that development, all that maturity to take place before I can safely say I've got something reliable. After that, it's maintenance. That's the world of dog training. All that commitment, patience, self-discovery, connecting with your dog, developing a working partnership, that's what it's all about. You do get what you put into it. If the environment is currently greater than what you're doing, i.e. the world of scent, the world of just whatever they get after when they're out there, then training really does need to go in a fully committed sense up a notch or two.